In this video, we're going to get an update on Spring 5. So in the previous video, I actually gave you the spring release timeline, but I need to make a quick update here because recently they made some new releases to Spring. So in September 2017, they released Spring 5. Yeah, wow, pretty exciting. So a new major version of Spring was released. And so you may wonder, okay, well, what's new in Spring 5? Well, one item here is that they upgraded the minimum requirements of Java to Java 8. So in order to use Spring 5, you must use Java 8 or higher. They also deprecated legacy integration for some old third-party projects. So there were some third-party projects like Tiles, Velocity, Portlets, and so on. They removed support for those. Now, don't worry, it doesn't impact this course because I don't cover those projects because they're already outdated and I decided not to cover them anyway, so no impact here on this course. They also upgraded Spring MVC to the new version of Servlet API 4.0 just to take advantage of some of the newer features in that Servlet API. Another item here is that they added a new reactive programming framework called Spring WebFlux. Now, you may want to get more details here on the actual release notes. So what I've done here is set up a link on my website, lovetocode.com/spring5 what's new. This will actually redirect you to the official Spring website, and it'll show you the Spring 5 release notes where they itemize each one of the new features. So you may also have questions about Spring 5 as far as frequently asked questions. So again, at lovetocode.com/spring5fac, it'll simply redirect you to the official Spring website where they list all of the facts and provide answers. Now, you may wonder, well, how does Spring 5 impact this course? Well, the nice thing to know is that all of the code examples in this course will work on Spring 5. And I'll also add new videos to cover the new Spring 5 specific features. Okay, but you may wonder, well, what about Spring 4? Because some of you may have projects at your job that are still using Spring 4, and you need to learn Spring, and you need to be able to support Spring 4, and then also possibly look at some Spring 5 stuff. But don't worry, because the majority of the videos in this course will run on Spring 4. Spring 5 simply added some new features, but the core Spring 4 features are still the same, so those things don't change. So like inversion of control, dependency injection, Spring AOP, Spring MVC, all of that's in Spring 4, and it also works the same in Spring 5. So no worries there. All of the core stuff, the important stuff is still the same because Spring 5 simply just added new stuff. They didn't go back and break any of the old stuff. So you're in good books there. All right. So what about Spring 5 specific features? So I'll have videos that'll cover Spring 5 specific features, and these will not work with Spring 4. Expect it, right? It's a new feature. So for example, Spring 5 WebFlux will not work on Spring 4 because it's a new feature that was added in Spring 5. So for those videos, I'll give a special label. I'll say Spring 5 only, just so that you know that, hey, this is something Spring 5 specific and it'll only work in a Spring 5 environment. I can't use it on my Spring 4 project. So I just wanted to give you that quick update. So I'll see you in the next video.